Alright guys, so a new Mirror's Edge trailer came out today from E3 2014. And I am extremely excited because it has gameplay, and this is the first time we've seen actual gameplay from this game, even if it is in concept stage. Anyway, there are a few cool things in the video I would like to discuss with you guys. If you haven't seen the original video already, I'll have a link in the description for you guys. I highly recommend you watch that first. That being said, let's go ahead and discuss some of the things I've seen in this video. So the biggest thing that I noticed in this video was the moveset. I think they really put an emphasis on that. They really wanted us to see some of the new techniques Faith can use to get around, and some of them are really quite interesting. So keep in mind as I talk about these that they are still in concept phase, which means that they may change, they may be removed, new ones may be added. Nothing is concrete at this point. So the first move that I'd like to talk about today is probably one of the strangest. It actually threw me off when I first saw it, and I had to go back and rewatch it and rewind and see it again so that I could truly understand what was happening. And that would be this awesome corner pipe move that she does. I don't know what to call it, but I'll just show it to you on screen. So I actually really like this move. It's kind of weird. It's kind of, you know, the problem with it is that you don't know what's on the other side of that corner when you go around it. So you don't know how to come out of the move. I mean, there could be a guy there could be a ditch there, I don't know, you know, there's lots of things that you might have to do. But the cool thing about this is that with Mirror's Edge 2, or I should say Mirror's Edge Reboot, being an open world game, this will actually be a really useful move. One of the things I was worried about was how she is going to get around in the city. Going from building to building will be a little bit odd. It might not work that well, and things like this are going to make it that much smoother. It's going to make it a lot easier. So I'm really happy to see this move, even if it did really throw me off at first. Alright, so the second move I'd like to talk about today is, you've actually already seen it. It's been looped probably for the last 60 seconds or so, and she jumps off of the railing, which is really interesting to me, because in Mirror's Edge 1, if you came up to a railing and jumped, you always vaulted over it. That was it. It was definitive. You would always vault over it. So to see you being able to leap off of it now, in a similar manner to Mirror's Edge 1, you could jump off the boxes. I find that really exciting. But then it also opens up new questions, because there were lots of objects you could vault over in Mirror's Edge 1. So now can we jump off of all of those as well? Because if we can jump off of every thing that you could have vaulted over before, like all the air vents and the railings and everything, that'll open up all kinds of new shortcuts and stuff, and I find that really exciting. I hope I'm not the only one excited for this. Go ahead and tell me in the comments, is this something you guys are interested in, or is it just me? So I think that's it for the new moves, but, well, at least for parkour. I'll get to combat later. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But for right now, when it comes to parkour moves, I think I've talked about all the new ones. But there is something I'd like to say about the old moves, which is that they are faster. That is it. They are faster. They're more quick. They don't take forever, which I am so excited about that you don't even know. So there are a few moves in particular I did not like in the last game, and I would have actually asked for them to be removed. One being pipe climbing, one being ladders, shimmying was pretty bad. They all sucked because they were slow. They were incredibly slow. They were stupid. They didn't add to the game at all, and they just slowed down the game. That's all they did. And usually people found a way around them, but even in circumstances when you couldn't find a way around them, they just slowed down the game. So in this game, it looks like they didn't remove pipe climbing. That is confirmed. Pipe climbing is confirmed, everyone. No, but it's a lot faster now. It's not just the slow stuff that they made faster now. Everything is faster. Wall running is faster, climbing is faster, punching is faster, sliding is faster, and I think that also just running is faster now. Which, I mean, that brings up a new question. There are a lot of questions I'm asking here, but this brings up a new question. Will it be more difficult for new players? I mean, for me, it sounds amazing. No doubt in my mind. I like this. But for a player who's just joining the game for the first time, and I think there will be quite a few of those, will it be very difficult for them to get into it? I'd love to hear your opinion on that in the comments as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to some of the combat moves, and I don't have much to talk about here, but I have a few things I'd like to say. So they brought back some of the original moves. There's no reason to fix what's not broken, at least with melee combat. I don't think melee combat was that broken, but it was it was the gun combat that was broken. But they brought back some of the old moves. They look just as good as they did before, but they also brought back some new ones, like when she slides and kicks that guy. Look at that guy. Look at him. Look at him. Look what he's doing right there. He's flying. He's flying. I love that. I love that. It's so unnecessary, but I love that. So the enemies do appear to be Perendello Kruger, which, if you remember from the first game, they were the private security company. From what it looks like, the blue enemies have guns and the red enemies do not. I guess that's just their easy identification system so that we don't get confused or something. Also, the blue ones look like they have more armor. I don't know if that's just their design or if they are actually more difficult to kill. We'll just have to wait and see. So in the video, they had this whole bit on character design and what she would look like. And all of that's fine and great. I don't have much to say about all that. I mean, she looks great. I have to admit, she looks great. I wish they would bring back the camel toe shoe, but that would be my only complaint. No, what I found interesting about this part of the video was when they showed off their concept art. There were a few things in there that caught my eye. So the first thing is pretty simple. New helicopter design, maybe. It looks a lot more military, which could be part of the whole storyline, that maybe they decided to make the city a little more intense than it was before. The second thing is not that big. It's this guy right here who looks like the blue enemies that we fought earlier in the video, but it actually kind of looks like he's wearing a mask. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I don't really know. But I think it's worth mentioning. Alright, the next thing is the guy right above the last guy I talked about. This shadowy figure here. Who's he? It could be Jackknife. Jackknife is a character that, well, I mean, in Faith's origin story, he should probably be there. And we don't really know what he would look like in the reboot, so that could easily be him. I think there are also a few other pictures of him on this wall. Once again, don't actually know who it is. I'd love to hear your opinion on it, though. Please tell me, who do you think this man is? My bet's on Jackknife. The next is probably the most exciting to me, which is this lady right here. The reason why I find this exciting is not because I know anything about this particular person, but because... Okay, so she's designed to be sexy, right? I think that's clear. She's designed to be an attractive lady. In the other Mirror's Edge, the last year's E3, 2013 E3, there was a advertisement on the side of a building featuring a model. They would not do this twice. They would not have two random sexy ladies in concept art and in the video. I think she's a character. I think she's a relevant character, and I think she's a main character. Whether she's a good guy, bad guy, I don't know. My prediction's bad guy, to be honest. But I still find it incredibly exciting. The speculation is killing me right now. There's so many possible options for who this lady is. By the way, this may be a little irrelevant to you guys, but look at that arm. Look how long her left arm is. What the hell? And that's not the only long arm in this trailer either. Check out this thing. Look at that. Look at how long that is. Anyway, back to the content. So that's all I found out of this trailer, guys. If there's anything else you guys have found, please go ahead and tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. Just to wrap things up, I'll just say a few facts that I know about this game. It should be coming to next-gen consoles. It is being made with Frostbite 3, so hopefully it would come to next-gen consoles. I don't know about last-gen. The game should be open world, that's what they've said. Also, apparently it's supposed to be a prequel as well as a reboot, so we should be getting some origin stories of Faith in this game, which I'm very much looking forward to. And there's one more thing I wanted to say. I remember. We don't have a release date yet, which to me is actually a good thing. I don't want them to rush this game. That is the last thing I want, because this game is my most anticipated game ever, and if they mess it up, I will be so disappointed. You don't even know. I will be rioting. I will have very strong words for both EA and DICE for messing this up. So let's just go ahead and put that on the line for them so that they know. Alright, well that's all I have for you guys for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed or a dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you guys next time.